Community Rugby. Let's chat, where we break down all that's happened in community rugby. My name's Dane Lazarus, and for episode 1, I'm joined by Graham Cooper. Graham, welcome.
G'day, Dane.
Let's get into it. Graham. Round 1, community rugby, was a great round. What are your takes on, let's say, Joondalup Curtin?
Yeah, it was a tough game for the Curtin boys. First game in the Premier Grade competition. Let's just put it this way, Joondalup boys put on a show. Very expansive game. Good thing from Curtin though, stuck true, scored 2 tries, 1 in each half. Really, I guess, testing them in the new format and the new competition.
No, 100% agree. I was down at Cottesloe where I saw you get on the field, blowing the whistle out in the middle. It was a good game, cracking game. And West obviously have a good little setup at their club. We know that with the coaching structure and playing structure. Cottesloe put on a good performance. What has Cott been doing in the pre-season?
I believe Cott's done a lot of fitness, so came out of the blocks absolutely firing on the weekend. Scoring in the first 90 seconds always puts you on the front foot, and let's just put it this way, the West boys chased their tail for the rest of the day.
And I heard they had Nick Juice down there. Nick got 3 meat pies, as Nick Cummins put it, so that was pretty good by him.
Yeah, mate. Came back from the force setup and ran the backfield pretty well at 15 for them.
No, great. In other results there, we had Kalamunda defeating Palmyra 17-13. UWA defeating Coastal Cavs in a real tight one, 35-22. Coastal Cavs are going to be a big one to look out for this year. Nedlands getting over last year's winners, 45-12 Associates. And then Southern Lions and Basie put on an absolute tri-fest, 49-38. Wanneroo got over Ox, 49-15 as well. So some good results there by the boys, and we'll look ahead in a moment or two around next week's games. Let's just have a listen to Dylan Parsons. Post-game, he had a little interview there with the team. Let's hear what he has to say.
So Dylan, first game today of the FMG Community Grade season. Tell us about the game. What have you learned and what did you work on for next Saturday at home against the Arcs?
Obviously that's a hard one to take for us as a club. First up, there's been a lot of chat about what we're trying to do, and it just shows that that's a reality check to we got to actually fire a shot and show some attitude. But the boys are hurting a bit, but as a group we know what we got. There's a lot more to give, and that's the big positives to take out of it is we've got a lot more to give. And
who are your standout players today?
I think our young guys really stepped up today. So we had a couple of debuts, especially one at hooker. Jordan Grant, he's a flanker that's just turned to hooker and didn't miss the line out all day and really worked hard around the pitch. Another one was Jack Taylor, who he's been around the ranks for a little bit now, but as a young guy stepping up as a flanker in a smaller body, he didn't miss a shot and he tackled everything today.
Cool. And first home game next Saturday against Arcs. Looking forward to that?
Yeah, we can't wait for that. We love getting back down to Bennett Park in the pig pen. Boys looking forward to getting out their new kit and really, I guess, make amends for today.
Very good. Best of luck this week.
Thanks, mate.
In the Joondalup Curtin game, we had a couple of double try scorers there. Graham, we had Ross Duff and Daniel Redmond scoring 2 tries. Sheldon Tarawa kicking 11 conversions. Real good work there. As we said, big score put on them. But we have both coaches, Darryl Prince from Curtin and David Wells from Joondalup, chatting post-game. Let's hear what they have to say.
Curtin Goats coach Darryl Prince, obviously a tough first outing for the first game of premiership in rugby in pretty trying conditions, but there's a few positives to take from that.
Yeah, definitely. I think from the guys coming from community level last year, the pace of the Premier Grade, they probably just didn't adjust to. First half we didn't have a lot of ball, and then our fitness wasn't quite there. Like you said, when we had the ball in patches, we looked okay. But Joondalup are a good side. They're not over big, but they're well drilled in there. And they saw our weakness was out wide, and they just exploited it. So,
as a coach, obviously at half time, you're down the scoreboard. It's pretty hot. What do you say to the group to keep their heads up?
Basically, just tell them to reset at half time. Forget the first half. Try and stick instead of our game plan was to kick from different ends and things like that. So to keep the ball because we hadn't had the ball. Because when we had the ball, we were fine, sort of thing. And everyone just to lift their effort individually, sort of thing. So and that's all you can ask. Like you said, it was probably a lot quicker than they expected, and they just didn't adjust.
tough conditions. Obviously, both sides played in it. Is there anything different you do or the players do during the week to recover leading into training into next week?
I'm not sure they're going to train harder on Tuesday because they're not fit enough yet. They have been training for a long time, but there's some guys there that probably realise that they've got to be doing something outside of the training we do on a Tuesday. You could see, like I said, the June Lap guys were a bit fitter, and they just, it is easy with the ball, but they were controlling the ball, so that's where it goes.
Well, it was a great first try for the Goats in Premiership Rugby. It was probably the highlight of the day. So some positives to take out of there. Good luck for the rest of the season and round 2.
Thank you.
I'm here with victorious coach Dave Wells for round 1. Obviously not the greatest challenge. You knew you probably had it over them coming into the game, but pretty significant heat. What did you do to prepare the side for this?
We've had a pretty strong pre-season, and Sheldon's looked after that for us. So, mate, we just worked on our structures, and Sheldon's looked after all the conditioning for us. So we had the easy job.
Yeah, speaking of structures too, we spoke about this during the game. It's something that we've seen Joondalup do since your inception in the Premier Grade. Your structures, ball in hand, fantastic. That running style of rugby, you put the boot away, a real feature of the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's one of the tactics we had for today when we come on with Curtin. We got some real good speed out wide. We got some clever blokes in at 9 and 10, so we thought that might be our strength today.
Obviously, just missed out in finals last year, and I know it's only round 1. It's a question you're probably going to give me a straight bat to, but surely that's a focus for this year is pushing up and playing some finals.
Mate, look, that's one of the boys' goals. Mate, the regular seasons, that's all awesome and great fun, but mate, it's at the end of the season where you really want to be playing. So, for the boys, they set it as a focus. We know it's 1 week at a time. That's the cliche, but at the end of the day, that rings true, doesn't it?
Yeah, good first up hit in some really trying conditions. Good luck on the training track this week, recovering from that, and good luck for the rest of the season.
All right, thank you very much. Cheers.
All right, Graham, we're going to have a look at round 2 fixtures for the FMG Premier Grade. I'm going to get some of your tips there for the games. I know it's a tough one for you, but I'm sure you'll have some luck there. First off, we got Basie taking on UWA at Pat O'Hara. What's your tip there?
After UWA coming away with a pretty solid win last week and getting Carlo Tizzano back in the back row, I think they might be a little too good for the Basie boys this week.
The big one here for this week, in my opinion, is Wanneroo v Joondalup, King of the North, over at Kingsway Reserve. Who do you have here, Graham?
Mate, this is going to be a close one. Two big clubs with a lot of youngsters playing in both teams. Mate, I'm going to go for a 2-point win to Wanneroo.
Tough one, mate. I'd pick Jundi. Liam Fletcher's going to get the winning try there, I think. Southern Lions v Kalamunda, your tip?
Yeah, Southern Lions coming off a pretty good win on the weekend, and so did Calla. But I think the Calla boys a little bit too big for the Southern Lion boys.
You've actually out in the centre for this one, Coastal Cavs v Cottesloe. Second week ref in Cottesloe. But where do you see the teams winning?
So Coastal Cavs, much improved performance last week against UWA. Cottesloe coming off a big win against West would be hard to beat. But as all good refs, mate, just see it how I see it on field, hey?
If you see it. We've got Associates v Curtin Uni, both coming off losses in round 1. It's over at the Boneyard. Who do you have there?
Yeah, mate, most teams struggle at the Boneyard, so I think Soaks will be too good for the Curtin Uni boys, but as we all know, you're always better off for a game, so the Curtin Uni boys will be a lot better prepared for this one.
Agreed. We have West Scarborough v Arcs. I hear Arcs are getting big Harrison Orr back, and so how do you see West, who obviously got that round 1 loss, how do you see them bouncing back against the tough Harrison Orr?
I think the big thing for the West boys this week is coming out of the blocks really strong. They were a bit slow off the mark last week, and I think the coaching staff there will be getting the boys up so they're up in minute 1 and through to minute 80.
Yeah, agreed. And our live stream game of the week, a big one here at Tompkins Park, Palmyra versus Nedlands. What do you have to say about that game?
Neddies, or perennial finalists, as we all know, and the Pally boys, a young team, but a very vibrant team. So this is going to be side-to-side, end-to-end rugby, I think. Yeah,
I hear that Nedlands got a couple of the old Force guys back. When I say old, I mean Heath Testman. So, that's going to bolster their front row along with Tom Sheminan. So I think Pally might have a long gate there. But again, I think it's going to be one hell of a crack. If you want to watch the live stream game, please look in the description below. You'll find the link, so you won't have to miss it at all. So the best thing about community rugby is hearing about those stories that maybe you wouldn't hear all the time. We hear a lot about the rugby, but looking on social media, we found some pretty cool, interesting stories. So to start with, we had Matthew Goldstone, either way, playing his 100th cap for Curtin. So congratulations to you, Matthew.
The other thing is Southern Lions currently have their All Abilities program up and running at the moment. It's a fantastic opportunity for getting anyone involved in the game. So keep up the good work, Southern Lions.
We had a couple little debuts for Premier Grade Rugby, and we had Kalamunda. We had a couple players playing their first grade game there. Leon Matthews, Riley Anderson, Tiari Sugden, Cooper Guy, and Regan Horn.
Welcome to the bullpen, guys. And at Palmyra, we've got Max Bailey scoring his first try for the Premier Grade side there. So good work, buddy. Keep it up.
A couple other notable mentions there. We had a few of our academy boys winning out to Sherrington, running out for West first grade. So congratulations, Winnie. We also had Mason Hill for Cottesloe. He obviously got a meat pie there. So good work, Mason. So Graham, we have Cottesloe Rugby Life member Dave Bell. Talk to us about him.
Yeah, mate, Belly, 82 years of age, still going strong, playing for the Dunsborough and Busselton Dung Beetles. So, mate, top effort. Keep it going as long as you can.
So, Graham, before we end the show, we're going to have a look at the TMO clip of the week. This is a little bit of a fun one. Clip going back to pre-season. We had Cottesloe's new recruit, Alec Fontalvo, taking a bit of a tough one in the heat, in the Perth heat. And let's just have a look at the video.
It's all right. Have a little bomb.
So that's episode 1 here, Graham. Thank you for joining us. Before I go, please send in your TMO clip of the week to the link provided, wherever that is. All right. Please send it through. Go on the Community Rugby Facebook page. Send it through there. We want to see your best TMO clip of the week. We're going to announce a winner in the last episode. But for now, all right, Graham, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
We'll see you out there at Lark Hill. And don't forget to catch the live stream or see you out at Community Rugby around the ground. Thank you.